Hello everyone, it's pick a card time, and today we're going to talk about love. So you go off now and pick a card and we shall catch up on what's going on with your love life. See you in a minute. Okay, time to choose a card everyone. I've popped a crystal in front of them in case it makes it easier for you to choose. Card number 1 is a rainbow fluorite. Card number 2 is a white howlite. Card number 3, lapis lazuli. And card number 4 is a tiger's eye. Take a moment to choose your card and I'll see you for the reading. Hello there to all the people who chose card number 1, and it is a broken heart. All right, card number 1. This is telling us that you have been hurt by love, and it could be something recent or it could be a grief from actually quite a long time ago. But what it means is that we need to heal from the broken heart, and to do that we have to release the person involved. Now, it can be a really difficult experience you've been through and it's hard to forgive. I know that, but if we can just release that person, see how we go. Okay, let's get into the reading. So I can see what's happened here because I'm starting out your spread quite strong and sunny and everything looks really nice, like very strong cards to begin with. So I've got Judgment, I've got Sun, and I've got Strength. All 3 really good cards for the start of this spread. And then it all falls in a big fat heap, basically. It just all falls apart very, very quickly. So I'm going to have to say that the relationship that you were in, however long it was for, you thought it was okay, you thought things were going fine, but then it just fell in a big crashing, screaming, burning heap. I've got my 5 of Swords there, a really awful card, my Knight of Swords there as well. So someone who may have been harsh with their words, someone who didn't take your feelings into account much, but you know, it's kind of a bit of an abuse card, so I'm going to use that quite lightly. But you know, we've felt taken advantage of and someone hasn't spoken to you nicely, and like it's all just turned to shit. Basically the whole thing just turned to shit. Let's just say that and be done with it. Okay, so now moving along, don't forget we have to release that person. And I know it's hard to release someone when something that awful has happened, because that's a really nasty card. I hate my 5 of Swords, it's a nasty one. But time does heal all wounds, and I have good news for you, card number 1. So what's going on here is you still have not lost hope, which is the first thing. I've still got my 6 of Cups in here, knowing that you still have your hopes and dreams and desires around love. You are a bit grumpy at the moment. We might just have to tweak your attitude. So we're going to just try and lift your spirits a bit. Spend some time with your family and friends is the big kicker in here too, and maybe also go on a little trip. I've got my Chariot in here too, so a nice little trip away might help you reset too. And you know, like I said before, it doesn't have to be something from last week. It could be from 5 years ago or a year ago or 2 weeks ago, I don't know, but this kind of healing needs to happen for you to move forward. And the really good news, card number 1, is guess what's in here? I'm excited because I have the 2 of Cups, which is my new romance coming in. I'm very excited about this. And 2 cards down from that, I've got my World. So my beautiful new romance coming in and the world at your feet. Oh my gosh. This is very exciting, card number 1. So the good news is that we have love coming. It's a great vibe around this love. It does look like you'll be waiting a little while. I do have my Page of Pentacles over the top of it, so clearly it will be something that you might have to wait for a little while for this person to turn up, but I'm okay with that because I've got such great cards around it. Also, I've got my 3 of Pentacles. I've got some Pentacles cards around this, so whether or not this is someone who has a lot of money or it's someone you meet where you make your money, so someone who's attached to your work. Now, it doesn't have to be a colleague, it could be a customer, it could be someone that just floats in to fix something for the day. Like if you work in an office, it could be something like that. It might be someone at your workplace that says, oh, I've got a friend who we think you might get along, so they hook you up, you know, something like that. But it could be something to do around where you make your money. So keep your eyes open around that as well. So Importantly though, I feel that I've got this Two of Swords over the top of it. So a trip away, getting away to where the water is or to the ocean or walking along the beach, I know that's not, we can't all afford that. But even if it's a really, really short trip, just somewhere near the water and we're just walking along the water, there's something really healing about the water. I mean, ocean is best, but if it's got to be the river or something like that, so be it. If it's a lake or a river, I don't care what it is. Just get yourself around some water. And as I said before, you are a bit grumpy, so I've got to get you out of the grumpy. Okay, so what we have to do is release the person involved. That was a really, really big message around your reading too. So again, we're going to have to do some releasing meditations. I shall again list some below. They're probably going to be the usual ones that I do because I love them and I highly recommend them to a lot of people. I'll go see if I can find something different to pop down there, but basically it's important that we actively release this person. And not just that too though, card number one, you have to release yourself. So I don't know, whatever the situation was, maybe you feel some sort of guilt or shame around that situation too. So it could be that now you look back and think, what the fuck was I thinking going out with that person? Or why did I let that person speak to me like that? Why did I put up with this behavior for so long? There's so many things we can say to ourselves after a breakup that we end up kind of blaming ourselves for something terrible that's happened to us at the hands of somebody else. So try not to do that. We just have to release it all and let it go. Because I'm telling you, the World, followed by the Empress, a ton of abundance. Like I said, I've got lots of Pentacle cards around this. I've got my Three of Pentacles, my Page of Pentacles, and my Eight of Pentacles. All Pentacle cards coming around after that. They have their own separate meanings too. All your hard work needing to pay off, waiting a little bit if you need to, and abundance there as well. So, and then the very last card, card number one, is my Five of Cups. Now, when you are in this position where this person has come along and everything seems fantastic, I don't want you to sit there and go, well, I got hurt last time, so I don't trust you. That's a pessimistic attitude to have. I don't want you to have it. That's why it's really important to release the person, this other person first. And then when this good stuff happens, you'll just accept it and embrace it coming into your life. And I'm really looking forward to this for you, card number one. Really nice. I'm sorry about your broken heart, but there's more stuff coming for you that you can't see, and it's fantastic. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Hello to everybody who chose card number two, and it is Door to Romance. This is a lovely card. This could be new romance coming into your life, or if things are a bit stale in your current relationship, it can mean reignited romance in the relationship that you're already in. The key to this particular card is that the universe sends to you the type of love that you give to yourself. So it's a lot about self-love, this card. So treat yourself with respect, with love, as if you deserve that love, and then the universe will send that to you. So if you don't feel good enough for love, the universe can't send you someone who's going to be good enough for you. So that is that. Let's get into the spreads. Okay, so looking at this first up, just having a quick look, you've either, in these two scenarios, I've got the Hermit card in here, right? So I've got the Hermit card, which means if you're in a relationship, you still feel like you are alone. So you are in a relationship and lonely. Or you've been single for a while and you've become a bit of a hermit and you haven't been out much lately, and it's probably going to take a little bit to get you out of your cave. So in both of these scenarios, there's work to be done. It's awful, awful, awful to be in a relationship and feel like you're still by yourself and that you're all alone. It's worse than just actually being by yourself, honestly. Okay, so let's have a look what is coming. So you know how I said the message about that card was self-love and make it a priority? Because honestly, card number two, you're not in great shape. Sorry, but you're a bit out of shape here when it comes to you're exhausted, you've got some pain, You feel like you're all trapped and imprisoned in your own life, and it's kind of a bit of a Debbie Downer, this spread. Like, have you got to a point where you've lost a bit of hope and you don't really think anything's coming? Or that the relationship you're in, this is it, this is just it, and I'm just going to sit around and wallow around in this misery for the rest of my life because I'm too tired to do anything about it. You know, card number 2, we got to get you up off your butt and get you a bit more enthusiastic about love and your love life in general, because you are overdoing it in other areas of your life. Like, you're overcompensating maybe with work or your kids or something else. You're like putting all your attention into that, and you're not giving your attention to either your partner or to finding a new romance altogether. So when I say, look, there's my physical exhaustion and here's my mental exhaustion, so these 2 cards together in a spread, it just means you're buggered, you know, right? You've got nothing left in the tank. You're probably dragging yourself to the end of the day each day. You think, oh, I haven't even got time for a love life, or I don't even have time to have sex with my partner, or I can't be bothered anymore. Not great cards. What we need here is a bit of a zhuzh up, and for you to start looking after yourself better. So the first thing we need to do is get you a good bloody sleep. That, like, very first is the sleep. And also, you're worried about a whole host of other things. We need to clear your mind of all the sort of drama, all the noise that's going around in your head. It doesn't have to be there. We need to clear that out, make everything clear and start fresh. Because when I get past sorting out your physical body and then your mental state, which is all that noise in your head, look what's coming. I've got the Ace of Swords, so we've got new beginnings. I've got the Sun, so this is a beautiful yes card, the sun shining down, and your hard work, yes, it is absolutely going to pay off. So card number 2, this is about you more than anything else. Like, this is about you looking after yourself. Are you not number 1 on your list? Especially if I'm talking to someone who is a mother, or you're taking care of family, or there's some other things going on in your life and you tend to put yourself way down the bottom of the list. It's time to bring yourself up. You are a magician as well, so you're not dumb. You're probably listening to me say this and you're going, yeah, she's right, but I don't know how to change that. Well, it's easy. Like I said, we get to bed and we have a good sleep. There's also some pain coming into your body too. So this is my 10 of Swords, which is a pain card, but also when I'm discussing emotions and love and things like that too, this does also mean past betrayals and being stabbed in the back as well. So that has probably happened too. You know, did you have a friend betray you around a love situation, something like that, and you don't feel like you could trust anybody ever again? Card number 2, you absolutely can. I really want you to open yourself up to the possibility of reigniting the romance you're in, or finding a new person out there somewhere. I know you think that, how can I do that? Well, just bloody start. And the first thing we're going to do is get you back feeling like you're awake, and feel like you're energized, and feel like you can be bothered. So this is a spread where I really looks like you can't be bothered. And if you've got the door to romance coming in, and you've got someone coming into your life, which this card is telling you it is, then don't you want to feel good and feel confident and feel your best when they come in, so that you don't feel less than when they come in? I'm not saying that you are, but you may feel that way because you might feel a bit untidy, or you haven't been looking after yourself, or you're tired, got rings under your eyes, whatever, I don't know. People don't generally see those things when they meet us, but we know that they're there, and that's the main thing. So card number 2, romance is coming, right? It's coming. We've got the card, door to romance. The door is opening on romance. Look after yourself, get some sleep, you know, do some self-care, so that when this person comes in, or when you reignite the romance in your current relationship, you're ready to go. Okay, thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Hello, and welcome to all the people who chose card number 3, and it is walking away. So I actually really like this card. This card shows a woman walking away into a misty, unknown future through this gate where she goes off into the future and she has no idea what's waiting there, but she's being brave and she's doing it. So this card is suggesting that maybe it's time for you to make a similar decision. Are you stuck in a situation and you're just familiar with it and you're too scared to let go? Are you in a relationship that's not fulfilling for you, but you're too afraid to be by yourself? Do you think that leaving that relationship, you might feel like you've been left on the shelf or nobody's going to want you, and you're just sort of stuck in that cycle where you think, I'd rather stay where I am than have nobody? Well, this card is telling you that if you are brave enough to walk through this gate, go into the mists of the future, there is love waiting for you. So it's time to let go of old habits and false beliefs. Now, it doesn't have to be that you're in a relationship. So if you are single and you have picked number 3, it's just walking away from, like I said, old patterns and false beliefs that you have about yourself. So let's now dive into the cards, because I've got some interesting things in here. Card number 3. I can see that you have been dealt a bad hand in the past, or you may even still be dealing with this right now. So I have my 5 of Swords, my yucky card. Those people who come and see me know I don't like this card when it comes up in spreads, but there she is. 5 of Swords, and I also have the Devil. So these 2 cards together show me these are past cards, so there's a past tense, or it's still maybe bleeding into the future as well. But these are cards that show me that you have suffered at the hands of another person. We're not going to go into details about the depth of the hurt or the pain, but it is my abuse card nonetheless. And, you know, it doesn't even have to be from an ex-relationship or a lover. It could be just someone that has hurt you, even a friend or something like that that's hurt you, and you've kind of lost faith in people altogether, and you just don't know if you trust like anybody anymore. Time to change that. Card number 3, because I'm telling you, I can't wait to show you this card. I have the Lovers, baby. I have the Lovers. The Lovers is my long-term relationship, someone that you're probably going to get married to, move in with, but it's a long-term thing. Your person is waiting. They're just waiting here for you, and they're not that far away. So what we really need to do here is let go, as I said, of old patterns, false beliefs, or the person you're with right now. Maybe this is me giving you a bit of a push to get rid of the relationship you're in because you're friggin' miserable and you don't even know what you're doing anymore. You're just going round and round circles. Well, then this is your message. It's time to let this go. You know, you can hang on to something for familiarity, but what you're doing then is you're stopping yourself from finding the real, true and abiding love that's waiting for you once you walk away from this. And the cards are showing me that it's here waiting for you. And what I love coming over the top of it is the Page of Cups. The cups are my emotional cards. The pages are about new beginnings. And then's my Lovers card. Like, it's just such a lovely combination to have together in a spread. You are stronger than you think you are, card number 3. You may be thinking, I'm not strong enough to do this. I can see why, but you do. You have this inner strength. I've got my Strength card in here and my Empress card. So I know that you've got this. I know that you can do it. It's just, I don't know, you just feel like you're holding yourself back. Like the Page of Rods here. What are you waiting for? You're waiting for something to happen. Nothing's going to happen unless you make it happen. There's a big message in here. You have to do this. No one else can do this for you. Wouldn't it be great if someone else could just swoop in and sort our life out for us and say, here you go, here's your husband or wife, and there you go. Doesn't happen that way anyway, but you know, what I see here after you meet this person is abundance, celebrations, happy family card. This could also mean that you are going to be with someone who has children from a previous relationship, and it can also mean that you are being brought together by a strong connection from a past life, and the universe is bringing you together for that reason. So card number 3, what are you doing? Get moving. We need to move is a big thing here. Get off your butt, get out of this toxic relationship that you're in, or get off your butt and start thinking of yourself in a better way, and let go of all those stupid false beliefs you have about yourself. You know, do you think, oh my God, I got hurt and that person put me down so much, I don't feel like I'm good enough for anybody anymore? Well, I say fuck them, because if you're thinking that they're still winning, that person is still winning, they still have control over you if you're thinking those things. So we need to move forward and regain our power and be strong enough to walk into this misty unknown future. I love saying that, misty unknown future. It just sounds really good. But anyway, if we can get there, we can get there. And there's a lot of abundance and joy and a lot of people. There's a lot of gatherings. It's like this relationship comes in a lot more people too. So maybe they have a large family or a big friendship group, and you're just being invited into that really nicely. You're being embraced into this group of people, and I really love this for you, card number 3. So this is about you being brave. You really have to be brave, card number 3, and walk away from what is familiar and try something different. So as I said before, get out of the relationship you're in, or if you're single, it's time to do something different, because what you're doing now ain't working. So we've got to do something different. And then right at the tail end of this reading, of this spread, here, is don't then get into a relationship and think, oh my God, I'm trapped and I don't know if I can do it. So this is just your self-doubt creeping in here. Your self-doubt is creeping in. This is the Lovers. This is not just a little fly-by-night card. This is a really strong connection. Don't fuck it up by thinking, oh my gosh, I'm suffocating, I don't know what to do, this person's so good, I don't know if I'm good enough. Please watch your self-talk after you meet this person. Beautiful cards, card number 3. So this is all up to you. I guess the big thing for you is take action. Take action on your own behalf and see what's waiting for you on the other side. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Hello, everybody who chose card number 4, and it is the Angel of Love. So this Angel of Love is with you at the moment, and she is gently bringing in a beautiful new love for you. And what I love about her is that she brings it in nice and gently. It's just a lovely, lovely card. I'm going to talk about this spread as if you are single, but if you are in a relationship, this could just mean that you're having a really bad patch and that your connection will become strong again. We've just got to get you through it. So Angel of Love is coming, card number 4. And another big kicker about that card too is self-love. I always come back to this self-love business, don't I? And it is such a huge thing. We don't really give it enough thought or attention that we have to love ourselves to the point, like to a very, very high standard, because then the universe is going to send us someone who loves us to that standard. If we don't love ourselves and we're down here, that's what the universe is going to send us. That's the law of attraction. That's how she works. Okay, card number 4. Angel of Love is coming. Now, you are a very smart person, so I'm assuming that you've overthought all about your love life, and maybe you go back in time and think about all the things that have happened to you before and relive past experiences over and over and over again in your head, because there's a lot of head stuff going on in here for you, card number 4. So I kind of think that you're a bit stressed. There's a lot of stress in here and worry. So when it comes to love, you do stress and you do worry about these things. And like I said, you probably revisit experiences from the past and think about those a lot. We don't need to be doing that. What's past is past. And I feel like I've got two sides to you going on here, card number 4. I've got this happy, bright side to you, but then I've got this sort of very down and dark and frustrated side to you as well. So all we have to do is find a balance in between those two things just to level you out, just like your levels aren't right. So one minute you like this and then the next minute you like that, but we just need to keep you in the middle there somewhere. You're a bit of an overthinker. It's everywhere through this spread that you get frustrated quickly, you overthink everything, and then you worry about the things that you're thinking about. So we've got to clear your mind. It's clearing your mind so the angel of love can bring the love to you. Okay, so let's have a look about when and where and what's going on here with this love that's coming in. Because I have to say, card number 4, there's a bit of work stuff going on here. So I might have to go in this direction. Wherever you're working, are you thinking of changing jobs? I know this is meant to be about love, but I'm going to start talking about your work and your career because it seems to have some connection, whether it's just that you change jobs and find someone at the new place, or because you change jobs, you move a town or location, and that puts you in a different position to find love. But there's some movement in here and some new beginnings around my pentacle cards, which are my money and coin cards. So I'm thinking that perhaps there is frustration around work too, and that is giving you not great vibes when it comes to love life as well, because there's a lot of work stuff going on. So maybe you're just all consumed with work and you've given up on love entirely and you're not even giving it a shot. Then that's not going to work either. I mean, you're listening to me and you've picked a card. So clearly you want love in your life. So if all I'm saying is stuff about work, then you're going to have to create some space for love to come into your life. Yeah? Makes sense? So let's create some space. Now, other things in here are, I do believe that there'll be children involved with this relationship. So maybe either they will have children from a previous relationship, or you do, or there will be a child quickly born after you meet this person. So that's how strong this connection is, that you two will settle down and start having children very, very quickly. So that is another sort of scary thing that it looks like you're going to overthink about as well. But if that's where you're at in your life, that's where you're at in your life. And if you know, you know. So, there's my fertility card and there's the baby card. So if you are thinking, I'm getting too old to have children and I want to have them, there is children in here for you. So, but you can't find anyone unless you make the space for them to come in. Okay? And also I have some physical pain in here too, so we need to sort that out as well. That's like back pain, hip pain, something like that. We better get that sorted before you start a new relationship, if you catch my drift. We don't want to be hurting our back too much. Okay, so for you, there's a lot of new beginnings in here. New beginnings with work, new beginnings in your life, maybe even some movement, a relocation of a home. But there's lots of movement in this spread, which brings the love to you. So whatever you're doing now is not working for you, because the new beginnings is what brings the love in. And the new beginnings can be around anything. Like even if you change address, it could be your new next door neighbour that you fall in love with. If you change jobs, it could be one of your work colleagues you fall in love with. It could be someone at work who's a friend, and then you go out with them and they hook you up with someone and you fall in love with them. But love is coming into your life when you make time for it and when you embrace these new beginnings. It does look like you're a bit stressed out about it, so we need to sort of get the tension and stress out of your body. I've got a lovely meditation that you can do. I'll link it below. Something that's just going to de-stress your body, help you get some better sleep, get you out of sort of the grind that you're in. You're in a grind, you're a bit grumpy, all the stuff going on there. And then we can open up some space, de-stress, make some changes, and then move on to this beautiful new beginnings where I have children and everything coming for you. So card number 4, for you, for love to come in, we're making some space. Okay, thanks for listening and good luck with all of that, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.